my beautiful people, welcome back once again to yet another video. Today in today's video we'll be talking about the female reproductive cycle. Now before we go right into that, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, I don't know what you are doing. Do well to hit that subscribe button, and if you're watching me from Facebook, follow me so you always get my content anytime I upload them. Now let's go right into business. The female reproductive cycle, also known as the menstrual cycle, is a series of events that takes place in the female every month. Now for this series of events, it takes place for some women, it ranges from 21 to 35 days. So depending on which one how many days your cycle is, that is the series of events that happens to bring about that cycle. Now, for this event to take place, the central nervous system, which is the brain, controls the activities of this event. Now, the central nervous system, which is the brain, has a part called the hypothalamus, which is part of the brain, controls the activities of what? The pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is of two types. We have the anterior pituitary gland, we have the posterior pituitary gland. But in this video, the anterior pituitary gland is what that controls the activities of the ovary. Here, the anterior pituitary gland is responsible for producing the hormones called the gonadotropins. And these gonadotropins are the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. Now, what is the function of this follicle stimulating hormone? During the first stage of the cycle, a follicle stimulating hormone is being released to trigger the maturation of the oocytes. It will just choose one egg to start maturing, and when this egg matures into a Graafian follicle, it will start producing a hormone called estrogen. And that estrogen, the function of the estrogen is to mature this egg into a Graafian follicle and also prepare the womb, thicken the walls of the womb into receiving the egg. It is preparing it into receiving the egg. Now, when at a point in the cycle, when the estrogen level goes so high, it will trigger what? The release of the second hormone called the luteinizing hormone. The work of the luteinizing hormone is to break the walls of the ovary into releasing the egg into the fallopian tube. Now, when this egg is being released, it will go into the fallopian tube, and at this point, you will now be left with what? Corpus luteum, which is the hole whereby the egg left. And the work of this corpus luteum in the second stage of the cycle is to produce what? Progesterone. And the work of progesterone also is to sustain this egg from dying off immediately, and also maintain what this guy has been doing, which is thickening the walls of the womb, also maintaining it from not sloughing off. Now, at some point in that cycle, let's say for instance, maybe fertilization takes place. What happens if fertilization takes place is that the fertilized egg will now release a hormone called what? HCG. And that HCG will tell this madam here, the corpus luteum, to keep producing the progesterone that you are producing for some time. Maybe when the placenta develops, you will now stop. So when fertilization doesn't take place for like maybe about 14 days after, and fertilization doesn't take place, you find out that this madam here will shrink and the level of progesterone will go down, and thereby the walls of this uterus will be shed off in form of your menstrual period, and the cycle begins again. That is what happened. I hope with this I have been able to explain in short detail what actually takes place in your reproductive cycle. So if you have any question to ask me, do not forget to use the comment section to ask me any question pertaining this topic, so that by our next video we'll make a kind of answer the question and go into another thing. So for now, see you on my next video. Bye.